Today I'm going to tier list One Piece arcs with a lot of bias. Romance Down has a great introduction to One Piece, and Luffy backstory was great, but the main I like was Zoro introduction. He was cold, I will put that at C tier. Next, Orange Town, in my opinion, Orange was mid because Buggy was boring, and Zoro did not do much. I will put it at D tier. Syrup Village is a underrated arc, and I love us up in this arc, and Koro is underrated villain, and I will put it in top of C tier. Barity has a great introduction to Sanji, and Luffy versus Don Krieg was an amazing fight, and I will put at the top of C tier. Arlong Park is just a perfect arc, and I will put it in a tier. Logue was a great arc because of Smoker and Dragon appearance, and also Buggy coming back, was goated, and I will put it at B tier. Buggy Adventures is just S tier. Reverse Mountain is the second worst arc in One Piece, and I will put that in D tier. Whiskey Peak was a mid and had only one good moment, so I will put it at C tier. Diary of Kobe and Mappo was worse than Whiskey Peak, I will put it in C tier. Little Garden had the Giants, Mr. Prince, Wax Fruit, Zoro moment, with him almost cutting his legs with cold, and Luffy fight with MR3, and I will put it at the top of C tier. Drum Island has a bad villain, but it has one of the saddest backstories in One Piece, and Luffy defending the flag was cold, and I will put it in C tier. Alabasta is another perfect arc. It had whole crew fighting, and Luffy fight with Crocodile was nice, that why I will put it in a tier. Jaya is a great arc because the moment between Luffy and Blackbread was an amazing foreshadowing scene, and Luffy one-shotting Bellamy was cold, and I will put it in B tier. Skypiea is the most underrated arc in One Piece because Everyone versus Eneru was a great fight, and it had amazing foreshadowing, and I will put it in C tier. Long Ring Long Land is the worst arc in One Piece, and it has the biggest fraud in One Piece, Foxy, and it a easy D tier. Water 7 is another perfect arc because it had the perfect build-up to the next arc, and that why I will put it in a tier. Annie's Lobby is the first S-tier arc in this video. It had action, emotion, and the Going Merry's death. Rest in peace, Going Merry. Post Annie's Lobby was a decent arc. I will put it at the top of B tier. Thriller Park is another underrated arc. It has one of the best pre-time skip fight in One Piece, the Straw Hats versus Oars, and I will put it in C tier. Sabaody Archipelago is one of those arcs that are just different from rest because it has great foreshadowing to the time skip. Amazon Lily is a decent arc, and I will put it in B tier. Straw Hats adventures are underrated and are great, and I will put it in B tier. Impel Down is a easy A tier because it has lot action and Buggy's second return. Marineford is the second best arc in One Piece. It has a lot of action, and Whitebread's death and Blackbread's pull-up was tough, and I will put it in S tier. Post-War was also great and had great foreshadowing to the time skip, and I will put it in a tier. Return to Sabaody was a mid-arc because most of the stuff was mad unnecessary, and I will put it in C tier. Fishman Island was another mid-arc, but the one thing I like was the Straw Hats showing all their skills they learned during the time skip, and I will put it in C tier. Punk Hazard is another mid-arc. Yeah, I know 3 mid-arcs in a row, and I will put it in C tier. Dressrosa is just a better version of Alabasta. I will put it at the top of a tier. Zoo is another underrated arc, and it has one of the best moments in One Piece. The Razio scene, I will put it at the top of a tier. Whole Cake Island is a great arc, and it has one of the best fight Luffy versus Katakuri, and I will put it in a behind Dressrosa. Reverie arc, aka the flashback arc, was decent, and I will put it in B tier. The final arc, Wano, is the third best arc in One Piece, and the second best fight in One Piece, Luffy versus Kaido. Sorry, I mean Kaido versus 16 people, and I will put it in S tier. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Bye.